Hey everyone, John here, and welcome back to the Toy Box. Guess what? I've got the Build-A-Bear Workshop Vulpix Plush. This is the 6th plush for Pokemon in the Build-A-Bear Pokemon line. So that means we have a full Build-A-Bear team, guys. A full 6 Pokemon Build-A-Bear party. So let's go ahead and take a look at this plush. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the review. Okay, so before we go and look at Vulpix, let's read the Pokédex entry for the first generation for Vulpix. So Vulpix is a fox Pokemon. At the time of birth, it has just one tail. The tail splits from its tip as it grows older. And I remember in another Pokédex entry, he says he has a white tail when he is born. So that's more of a tie-in to a Alolan Vulpix there. But I don't know, that's just me. So there's the Pokédex entry. So let's get started. Let's take a look and take a 360-degree view of Vulpix. So I'll start here on the face. So I like the face here. Vulpix's eye is generally a little less expressive than other Pokemon, so it makes sense that the eyes are a little blanker here. So it's the brown space right here. Vulpix doesn't really have a mouth, so his mouth is always very small. You never see Vulpix opening them going "ah" or anything like that. So the face is done pretty well and it's pretty accurate. There's a little puff of hair up here. This mane right here is pretty puffy, so I like that a lot. That's pretty nice. And I like the ears. So the ears are nice and pointy too. There's Vulpix's tag for the Build-A-Bear Workshop. And then now to take a look at the body. So we have white underneath. You have orange over here. I actually named mine orange because he matches the shirt I wear on Fridays. So that's my Vulpix's name is Orange. And so we look at the feet. We have paw pads on the bottom. And then the upper right foot is where we have the Build-A-Bear logo right there. And then lastly we have the tail right here, which isn't puffy like the head. It's a flat piece right here. So this is Vulpix from the side, the front, the other side, and from the back. And then there's the tail tag right here. So that is Vulpix, the Build-A-Bear Workshop plush. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at the clothes he can wear. Okay guys, the Panthers uniform is back, and I have to admit it looks kind of funny. But then again, the Panthers uniform here was not designed to go onto like a dog-like plush like Vulpix. It was meant to be on a bear. But this gives you a good idea of how Vulpix looks wearing the stuff from the Build-A-Bear Workshop. So his head can squeeze. You have to squeeze his head into any hats. It's just like what I did with the helmet here. And actually, probably also what I want to also show you is how Vulpix looks with the glasses that I got for Eevee, or Evelyn. And actually that looks pretty good also. I think the glasses actually looks better on Vulpix than it did on Eevee. So there are the clothes. They have specific clothes for Vulpix too. They have a fire shirt, so it's like a dog sweater. And it covers about the same as the Panthers uniform does here, but it definitely looks a little better. You don't get this right here, but this gives a pretty good idea of the clothes that Vulpix can wear. So, what do we think about the plush and in total? Let's go ahead and do the review. So now that we've seen what Vulpix looks like and we've done a 360-degree view. So what do we think about Vulpix? So let's just split it up and let's take a look at the pros and cons. So the good things about Vulpix. The plush is very soft, and I like the smooth texture of the material. I always love the material that Build-A-Bear uses. I think the colors were great. They match Vulpix pretty well, and they look very vibrant, and it makes it look like a happy Pokemon. And the next good thing is Vulpix is very sturdy. It can definitely stand on his own. It's something that I haven't been able to do with some of the the Build-A-Bear plushes. I had trouble with Meowth that just came out. So Vulpix being able to stand on his own is a good thing. Another thing is I like the accuracy of the plush. I like they got a lot of the details. They got a lot of the details right. I like especially like the puffy mane up here, the hair, and I like Vulpix's face lock. Looks very cute, and it's about the right size. And yes, I know that in the Pokédex entry, Vulpix is supposed to actually be 2 feet tall, which is a little more, about maybe 10 inches taller than this plush. But this still looks like a pretty good size, and it looks like a life-size Vulpix, or at least a small one. So I definitely think that's a plus. I like the size. What about the cons? Were there some things I wish the plush had a little different? Yes, there are a couple of things. So first, the tail. The big one is the tail. I kind of wish that the tail wasn't a flat piece, and I wish the tail was more of a puffy piece like the mane up here, because they're both supposed to be of similar texture, and it would have been nice if the tails were just if they were bulging a little bit or pretty fluffy like up here. Just as an example, here is to compare. Here is the Pokemon Center Alolan Vulpix. Just if you just excuse the color, you can see how the tail is very puffy, just like the mane. So those two definitely go together. And it's not a bad thing, but it's just something I would have liked to see with the tail also. And the last thing is I do kind of wish that the details in the feet were a little more were a little more detailed. Vulpix looks like he's wearing shoes a little bit, and Vulpix does have toes. With the Build-A-Bear Eevee, I did like the way they split the toes right here. There, you can see Evelyn again. So they split the toes right here, and I kind of wish they would have done that too with Vulpix. But Vulpix is a very nice plush, despite those flaws, and I really enjoy the plush. And if you're a huge Pokemon fan, I highly suggest you get them. And here is how. So, if you go into the store, you can get Vulpix for $28, which is what I did, and you can have them stuffed in the store. I highly suggest doing it. Again, like I've said in all the other videos, I love the Build-A-Bear experience, and if you can go in there with your family or friends and get Vulpix stuffed right there in the store, hey, I think that's great. And I suggest you do it. And you can also get the Pokeball sleeper that came with doesn't come with Vulpix. It's sold separately, but it was released at the same time as Vulpix. You can get that for $12.50 as well. If you decide to go online for Vulpix, then you can get Vulpix. You can get them in a combo. So you get Vulpix, a 6-in-1 sound that they'll put in. You get the Pokeball sleeper, and you also get an exclusive Vulpix fire cape. That's not available in the physical store. So if you want that fire cape, go ahead and get Vulpix online. The only bad thing about the online bundle is that just like with the others, you cannot get Vulpix unstuffed and then take them to the store to have them stuffed. So if you want the Build-A-Bear experience, then definitely go get them in the store. And lastly, regardless of whether you get them in the store or or online, you get the Vulpix Pokemon trading card game card. So there it is. It says Vulpix. Looks pretty nice. It looks like he's playing. There you go. So that's the card. And then you get the birth certificate. I named mine Orange. So, and for the online version, I'll go ahead and put a link in the description below in case you are interested. So, there we have it. This is the 6th member of the Pokemon Build-A-Bear line. The 6th member of the party, guys. It's Vulpix. Well, this has been the review for the Build-A-Bear Workshop Vulpix plush. I really enjoyed this plush, and I can't wait for the next one. In fact, we have all 6 Build-A-Bear plushes right here. We have Squirtle, Eevee, Charmander, Vulpix, Pikachu, and Meowth. Which one do you guys like the best? And what Pokemon do you think the 7th Build-A-Bear Workshop Pokemon plush should be? Let me know in the comment section below. Keep an eye on John's Toy Box on social media. Twitter and Instagram links are in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, rate, subscribe, and don't stop playing.